without using the entire quadratic formula, we can know how many answers this equation has by finding the answer to the discriminant b squared minus 4ac. There are three possibilities for a parabola. If the answer to b squared minus 4ac equals 0, then this has one answer. If the answer to b squared minus 4ac is a positive number, then this equation has two answers. And if the answer to b squared minus 4ac equals a negative number, then this equation has no solutions. So we're going to run through three separate equations. So keep in mind, I'm solving these quadratic equations, but instead of going all the way to the answer, I just want to know how many answers are there. Okay, so in this first one, I'll find the answer to the discriminant. And when I find the answer, second here, sorry. Okay, when I find the answer, let's just pop in the numbers there. 6a, the number in front of x squared is a, so 1x squared. The number in front of x is b, so 6 is b, and then 9 is c. So b is 6, a is 1, and then c is 9. When I find the answer, 36 minus 36 is equal to 0. So the answer to the discriminant is 0, and that tells us that this equation is going to have one answer. Okay, this one here, finding the answer again to the discriminant, 1x squared, so a is 1, b is negative 3, c is negative 10. So I'm going to substitute in for b, negative 3, and for a is 1, and c is negative 10. Negative 3 squared is 9. Negative 4 times 1 times negative 10 is 40, so 9 and 40 make 49. This number is a positive number. I don't care what the actual number is, it's just positive. And if the answer to the discriminant is positive, it tells me that this equation has two answers. Okay, then lastly, using the discriminant, 1x squared plus 3x plus 4, a is 1, b is 3, c is 4. So let's replace b with 3, a with 1, and c with 4. This turns out to be 9 minus 16, which is negative 7. The answer to the discriminant is a negative number, so that tells me that this equation has no solutions. Okay, so the process is pretty straightforward, but quickly, like, what does it mean, or why does this work? B squared minus 4ac, the discriminant, is the number underneath the square root. So if you think about it, if you take the square root of 0, you only get one answer. If you take the square root of a positive number, you're going to add that amount and subtract that amount, you get two answers. And if the answer under here is negative, you go to square root of negative and you get no solution. So understanding what it means will help you to remember it. I drew a quick picture of it as well. Here's my three equations. Square root of 0, square root of 49, square root of negative 7. The square root of negative 7, that would be no solution. Notice your parabola would be above the x-axis, so it never crosses. No solution. Here, square root of 49. So I end up adding 7 and subtracting 7, getting two different answers. And that's because your parabola crosses the x-axis in two spots. And then this one here, when I add the square root of 0, we take negative 6 plus 0 and negative 6 minus 0, dividing by 2, we get the exact same answer. So when the number under here is 0, we only get one solution, and that's because the vertex of the parabola is on the x-axis.